Hello everyone, today we are breaking down UFC 325, from the prelims all the way to the featherweight title fight. It was an entertaining night, even if I expected a few more eye-popping finishes. Still, there were solid performances and a couple of moments that stole the show. Let's run through the card and what mattered. Starting with prelims. Jonathan Mikalev edged out Oban Elliott with a second round submission at 3 minutes and 31st second. Elliott looked quick and sharp early. He outstruck Mikalev and even had the round under his control despite getting dropped by a heavy punch. But in the second, Mikalev turned the title in the clinch, took the fight to the mat, and Elliott exposed his neck in a way that suggested grappling inexperience. Mikalev capitalized and finished it. Next up, Jacob Malkan got a unanimous decision over Torres Fini. Malkan's boxing and pressure kept him in front for most of the fight. Fini looked like he wanted to wrestle, but he could not lock up consistent takedowns, and his corner's game plan did not spark the needed adjustments. Fini showed some life late, a few explosive combinations in the third, but it was not enough. Cameron Roston stopped Cody Brundage by TKO in round 2 at 4 minutes and 8 seconds. The first felt competitive, but Roston was more aggressive fighter and he kept pushing. He really mixed his offense and eventually caught Brundage. Brundage leaned on the cage and relied on counter-punching, but that passive approach cost him when Roston turned up the pressure. Billy Elkina closed the prelims with the second round submission on Junior Tafa at 3 minutes and 18 seconds. This was an interesting scrap. Tafa really showed surprising speed and power, and both men had some great exchanges that reset to the center multiple times. It was really strange to see. In round 2, Elkina found his rhythm with combinations, took Tafa down and locked up the finish. Okay, let's move to the main card. Keelan Salkild wasted no time submitting Jamie Malarkey in the first round at 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Malarkey tried to use the clinch early, but Salkild escaped, landed an impressive takedown and closed it out with composed grappling. A decisive win that should push Salkild towards bigger opportunities, maybe top 15 next. In heavyweight action, Talison Teixeira beat Tai Tuivasa by unanimous decision. All three cards read 29-28. Tuivasa came forward as usual, but Teixeira executed a clear game plan. Takedowns, top control and steady groundwork. It was not necessarily a brutal beatdown, but Teixeira did enough in rounds 1 and 2 to build a lead. Tuivasa showed heart in the third and fought for momentum, but Teixeira's wrestling and control secured the victory. One of the night's standout performances came from Mauricio Ruffy, who stopped Rafael Fiziev by TKO in the second round at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Fiziev was busy, kicking and pressing forward, but Ruffy's timing and power were the difference. Fiziev landed much more, but Ruffy landed the cleaner, more damaging shots and finished it after wobbling him with a straight that set up the finish. The co-main saw Benoit Saint Denis earn a second round TKO over Dan Hooker at 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Hooker looked sharp early, mixing kicks and stuffing takedowns with a solid defense. But in the second, Saint Denis reversed the momentum, capitalized on an exchange and finished the job. It was a tough night for Hooker, who did a lot right but ultimately could not avoid the damage. And now, the main event. Featherweight Championship. Alexander Volkanovski defended his title against Diego Lopes with an unanimous decision. 49-46, 49-46 and 50-45. This one felt one-sided. Volkanovski showed us exactly why he is one of the division's greatest. Steady improvements, tactical mastery and relentless pressure. Lopes had moments, even a flash where he landed clean and dropped Volkanovski, but he never did enough to change the fight's arc. Volkanovski kept control and punished where it mattered, and he walked away still as a champion. This is all about the fights, and now let's talk about post-fight bonuses. Performance of the night went to Mauricio Ruffy and Keelan Salkild, while fight of the night honors went to Alex Volkanovski vs Diego Lopes, a well-deserved nod for the championship clash. All in all, UFC 325 was not the most explosive card of the year, but it had high-quality moments, smart game plans, and few performances that should change trajectories. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.